What is up, YouTube? What is up, Giants fans? It is your boy Jay Dimes, and we are back at it with another New York Giants video, back at it with another New York Giants banger. And before we get to this one, if you've not done so yet, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, make sure you comment, and make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Giants content is going to be covered on the channel, man. If you love Giants content, if you want Giants news, videos, all that good stuff, this is the place to be. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join the channel and stick around. But I thought today we'd get away from the Saquon Barkley talk. We get away from the draft talk, the wide receivers. Even though I love talking about it, I think today we need to get away from that and get to one of the most important positions on the Giants. That's the offensive line. Now, the Giants have yet to make a move on the offensive line. The only move that happened on this offensive line was subtractions, and that would be Nick Gates signing a deal with the NFC East rival Washington Commanders, and starting center from last year, John Feliciano, signing a deal with the San Francisco 49ers. I know some people might say, hey, Feliciano, that's an addition by subtraction. You know, he wasn't the best last year, which he wasn't. He's not a guy you want starting as your center, you know, but he still had, you know, he was a starter last year. He played a lot of time for the Giants, and, you know, I guess you got to say that is a loss on the Giants offensive line. But the Giants, again, have not yet to make a move. And I just want to talk about what are some moves the Giants could make. Do the Giants look at the draft, which I do think they will do, in ways to address and upgrade the interior offensive line? Now, let's break it down. The Giants, you know, they have their franchise left tackle, Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas is coming off back-to-back, you know, stellar seasons. He's arguably the best offensive lineman in the NFL. And I'll argue with anybody over that. I love Andrew Thomas. We're good at left tackle. You're looking at the guard situation. The Giants did use a third-round draft last year on Josh Rizzuto, guard out of North Carolina. So are the Giants looking at that and saying, we're good at left guard? We just, you know, drafted Josh Rizzuto. We drafted Marcus McKeithen also last year. Do we look at that and say they're going to let those guys go out there and battle for that starting guard spot? Center. The Giants don't have a center. The Giants literally don't have a center right now. And I know some people have said that there are, you know, some guys already on the roster that could end up, you know, playing center for us this year. I heard Ben Bredesen, who was decent last year. Wasn't that bad actually last year. But I heard Shane Lemieux, who I think could be a cat catcher. He could literally end up getting cut. Shane Lemieux, I'm done with him. He's just not good. He's not good. I don't think moving him to center is going to change anything. I could be wrong, but I'm not, you know, I'm not comfortable with us having to move one of our guys from the guard position to play center. I don't want that. So we're going to talk about the center position. And at right guard, we got Mark Lewinsky. Again, not good. Not a guy that's going to be on the Giants after this season, I don't think. He's, 32 years old. Probably going to be 33 before the season starts. Is on a little deal. I can see the Giants, you know, just keeping him right there. Say, hell, let him fill in that spot for one more season. Then we could be gone and done with them after 2023. And right tackle is Evan Neal. Right tackle is Evan Neal. Now, the Giants took him with the 7th overall draft pick last year. He had a bad season. Bad rookie season. He definitely struggled mightily last year. Had some bright spots, but it was a lot of, you know, down spots for Evan Neal last year. Now, he has been working on his stance with former All-Pro offensive tackle Willie Anderson. And Willie Anderson basically said, hey, this might be the thing that can unlock Evan Neal's game. Him, you know, changing his stance, going to be able to get out of his stance quicker, because one thing that he dealt with, you know, that he struggled with rather last year was with speed rushers. He struggled mightily with speed rushers, guys that can just run right past him, because he's a big guy. He, you know, dealt with balance issues. So Evan Neal is a guy that's going to have to step up this year. Evan Neal is going to be a guy that's going to be heavily monitored by Giants fans. He took a high draft pick to pick him up, and he's playing one of the most important positions on your team, and that's on the offensive line. But the center position is the one I really want to talk about, and how can the Giants address that center position? So right now, they have nobody. Nobody's playing center for the Giants, and there are a few options still left in free agency, even though majority of the big free agency moves and starting caliber, you know, offensive linemen have already found new homes and are already gotten, you know, signed back to their teams. Ben Jones right now is the best, I think, best interior offensive lineman left on the market. I do believe that. He's coming off a Pro Bowl season. He is a solid center. He's always been solid. Always been a guy that's going to not be amazing, but going to be a good, great center that you can plug in on your offensive line. Now, he did have an injury. I do think he did have an injury that is the reason why he was cut by the Tennessee Titans. I think he dealt with a concussion. So are the Giants going to look at that route? Though he probably has an injury, you know, looming around him. So do the Giants look at Ben Jones? But if the Giants want to bring in Ben Jones, I would be happy. I have heard that Ben Jones has seen or possibly could have some interest from the New York Jets because some of the Titans personnel that have went on to the Jets have some familiarity and has a little relationship with Ben Jones. So maybe he looks as the Jets as a possible landing spot. But that's about the draft. I can see the draft is going to be where the Giants address this interior offensive line. It's going to be the draft. And the first guy that we're going to talk about is John Michael Schmitz, center out of Minnesota. He is definitely a guy that I could see the Giants drafting in 2023. Now, first round, do the Giants use that 25th overall pick to take him? It's a lot of people that are saying yes, I'm cool with it. And some people are saying no, don't do it. First of all, I don't see the Giants doing that. I don't see the Giants taking a center with the 25th overall pick. Now, if you want to go center, if all the guys you wanted are off the board and none of the wide receivers are there, you're not in love with the corner that's on the board, and you still want to, address that interior offensive line, if I'm the Giants, a smart move would be to trade back. You trade back, probably trade into the second round, get a high second-round draft pick or get multiple second-round draft picks, and then you could probably go out there and get yourself John Michael Schmitz. If the Giants were to go that route, I would not be mad. I wouldn't. You're adding on draft capital, and you're taking the best center in the draft class, arguably the best interior offensive lineman in the draft class. So John Michael Schmitz is definitely an option. He would be, a great addition to this offensive line, and I definitely could see the Giants possibly taking him in the NFL draft. Now, do they take him in the first round? Who knows? Do the Giants do that? Who knows? You are adding a position of need, and he is a great player, but I don't see the Giants taking a center in the first round. I just don't think that would be a smart decision. I think you trade back, get some capital, and then go out there and, draft a center. Joe Tippmann, another center out of Wisconsin, definitely could be a guy to the Giants taking in the second round. That's a guy you probably don't have to trade back or, trade up to get. John Michael Schmitz, you might got to trade up for him. If you touch the second round, if I'm the Giants, I'm trading up for him. But Joe Tippmann, athletic, very, very mobile center. If this one thing you could say Joe Tippmann has over John Michael Schmitz is the mobility. Definitely athletic. Love to see him pull on film. It's great. I think that's a guy that definitely could be taken by the Giants in the second round. Luke Whippler, center out of Ohio State, another guy I could see the Giants taking in the second round. I do think the Giants are going to address the offensive line in the first 3 rounds. I really do. If they go wide receiver in the first round, I can see cornerback or interior offensive line being that pick at second round. If they go cornerback in the first round, then I think the Giants are going to say, hell, we're going to go interior offensive line. We're going to go interior offensive line in the second round. But it all depends on who's on the board at the time. But there's a lot of options. Even though the Giants have not made a, addition to the offensive line yet at, big crucial needs, there's still options. But they got to do something. They got to do something, man. We could go out there and draft the wide receiver in the first round. We traded for Darren Waller. And we could be all excited about that, which I am. But if this offensive line doesn't hold up, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. And every time I think about, last year, for example, Dallas Cowboys game, Monday Night Football in MetLife, it was horrible. That was the worst offensive, line performance I've seen from the Giants the whole year. The whole year. They were just able to just disrupt the whole game. Daniel Jones had to play a lot of hero ball, and he had a great game even though the offensive line played awful. Played absolutely awful. So the Giants got to do something, man. I'm not comfortable right now with the way this offensive line looks. I'm really not. Maybe the Giants believe in some of these guys on this roster, but right now I don't. I do not. I want to go out there and go get us a center. I'm tired of the stopgap guys. I'm tired of, we're going to take this guy, 1-year deal, bring him in, plug him at center. No. Go out there and get a guy that can be your center for the next 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? So leave that below in the comment section your thoughts. Leave that below in the comment section if you would be fine with the Giants possibly drafting an interior offensive lineman with the first round pick at pick 25. And anything else you want to talk about down below in the comment section, go ahead. Let's get active. Let's talk about it. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment, and make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the channel. We are on our way to 1,400 subscribers. So I'm pumped. I'm ready to get back into it. Ready to, just make videos for you boys. But that's really it. Again, and if you enjoy it, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button. And until then, it's been your boy J Times, and we are out. Go Giants. Thanks for watching. Peace.